So, before I get into the review, I just want to mention that yes, I do know what this director did in real life, and that is a awful, awful thing that happened. But you have to separate the art from the artist, and I know that there's people out there that shame people for liking Jeepers Creepers because of what the director did, but you really have to separate the art from the artist. You can't let what they do affect your enjoyment of their art. So yeah, let's get into the review. Jeepers Creepers. So we're following a brother and sister, and they are traveling a back road in the country, heading to their mother's house for a visit, and they see this mysterious guy dumping what looks like dead bodies down a drain pipe. And that scene creeps me the fuck out, by the way. Them riding by very slowly, and he's just tossing these dead bodies into this uh, drain, this pipe, drain pipe, damn it. And he's just like slowly watching them, like just turning his head. It's just so fucking creepy. And throughout the movie, you don't know, well, until like the last bit of the movie, um, you don't know what the hell he is because it's, he kind of seems of, or, he kind of seems like a creature, but you don't know. He's like a man too. And yeah, there's great suspense in this movie. Like at the beginning of the movie, you can see through the windshield, through the back windshield, when the brother and sister's driving, and you can see Jeepers Creepers truck coming up behind them very slowly, and it just builds that tension, and you're like, oh shit, here it comes. And then he's running them off the road, honking his horn, and that shit. All right, this movie has always creeped me the fuck out. It it's considered, well, I consider it probably the scariest movie I've ever seen, because it's just got this mystery about it, and it still works even though I rewatch it and I know that he's a creature, but still, when I watch it, I can just put that off and enjoy the mystery of it again and again and again. And the psychic woman. Usually, when horror movies have a psychic woman, um, they give info dumps, and it doesn't really work. They give you too much information, and it ruins the mystery of it. But damn, this movie actually worked with its psychic woman because she tells Trish and Derry about this creature, and it just makes it even fucking eerier to me. And yeah, uh, the problem I had with Jeepers Creepers 3 is they showed the creeper way too much in the daylight. Only the first maybe 10, 15 minutes of the movie he was in the dark, and then the rest of the movie they had him during the day. And that really ruined it for me. It takes away the mystery and suspense of what the character. You don't want to show too much of your creature. Um, a good example is Alien. In this movie, the first one does it perfectly. When they show the creeper, it's always in the dark, and if it is in the daylight, they show him from far away, so you don't really get a good look at him, and you're sitting there wondering, what the fuck is this thing? And I gotta give praise to Trish and Derry. They had a lot of chemistry together, and it felt like they were real brother and sister. And so when shit goes down, you're worried about them and you care about them. So Derry wants to go back to see what exactly is in that drain pipe. And if there's anybody alive down there, they can go and rescue them. And this is the flaw this is really the only flaw I had with the movie. Um, the bodies in that little church basement, I think, they did not age well. They look like plastic mannequins stuck to the wall, and I just didn't buy that. It didn't look that good when I watched it. It just looked like I was looking at mannequins. And this isn't really a negative, it's more like a nitpick. But when they're trying to run over the creeper and he's running on the car and stuff like that, it looked a little cheesy to me and, well, kind of stupid. And I don't know why he let himself get ran over all of a sudden. He just didn't choose to run on the car again and just lets himself get ran over. I don't really know how to explain that. Maybe I just didn't catch something. I don't know. But another positive I'm going to leave this review on is the cat lady. That whole fucking scene was so suspenseful, and she's creepier in her own way. Hell, they could have made a movie about her. But yeah, that was fucking creepy. You look in through the screen into her house, and you see her silhouette, and then she just starts walking forward. Um, I won't ruin the scene for you, but yeah, that was really creepy, and it just Victor Salva knows how to build tension, and I wish things didn't go the way they did. I wish he didn't ruin his career by doing what he did and ruining that boy's life and probably his parents and family. But yeah, things happen the way they happen, and now the Jeepers Creepers franchise is all fucked up. I don't even acknowledge the second and third one. I don't really like the second one. Probably will never do a review on it. And I really didn't like the third one. But yeah, I love the first one. It's probably the scariest movie I've ever watched. Uh, some of you may not agree. My niece doesn't agree. She thinks this movie's silly. But that's what's good about movies. We can interpret them in our own way. You know, they affect us differently, and we have different experiences. But yeah, I'm gonna give Jeepers Creepers an A, and I highly recommend watching this for Halloween, or at least getting you in the mood for Halloween. It's pretty damn scary. Like and subscribe, and I will see you again tomorrow for another horror movie review.